How many of you guys have family group chats where like your parental might be like forwarding you 1,000 messages and you know for sure they didn't fact check any of it?
Yeah, I found that WhatsApp news is a really not so reliable source. Nothing is fact checked. It's usually very delayed. I've been sent articles about what's going on in Palestine right now that were shot in the 90s because people just recycle and they just put stuff out there. They know that, especially when you have situations that are happening around the world, sometimes people get lazy in what they check and they just want to take it in and pass it, take it in and pass it, take
But
it
do
in
you
and pass
also
it.
think, is it just laziness though, or is it that we are also being emotionally overwhelmed and manipulated to the point where like, who has the capacity to even think about if something is true? Because even if the idea of it potentially being true, it already made your parent feel the feelings in their body, so they have to get it out. And the way they get it out is by messaging you on WhatsApp. Like, what does that actually do for the causes that we have to be paying attention to?
That's a good point, but I think some people are so starved to feel like people are speaking what they're thinking that they will just absorb everything and just, you know, it's kind of like somebody clawing for air. You know, it's kind of like that feeling looking up in the pool and knowing that you're almost there, but you're not sure if you're going to make it. You'll grab onto anything someone throws in the pool. And to me, I think that's what happens. And, you know, the reason why you were saying kind of like the parentals and things like that is because I can probably fact check something in 30 seconds on my phone. My dad is just happy it opened.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and so he's not going to take that time. He's just happy that he got the thing to go. And just recently he was like, now I know how to forward you everything. And so that was a major win for him. And which is kind of interesting in itself. And I'll pass the mic. But I'm constantly looking to not receive so much information. And he's constantly looking to get more information. And we're in the same family. And that makes it really, really, really weird because I'm in 3 different groups with my parents, and they send me the same information in all 3 groups. And to me, that's them just like, hey, look, you don't like it, I'm still sending it 3 times just to make sure you got it. And so thank goodness for the mute group option.
How does that actually end up impacting you? Like, I feel like I relate to that, where there's a lot of super traumatic stuff that's like being sent into my own family WhatsApp group, and I, as a journalist, am a curator of information. Like I do my best to do my due diligence and to check the information, and then I'm curating it and I'm putting it up online, and then but when I get to my family group chat, all I want is my sister's baby videos. Like, I don't want to see anything else because I'm just trying to like still find these like moments of healing through all of this. Where are you finding the ability to understand your father? Because obviously, like, sending news to their children is a love language, period. It just is. I don't know, is it allowing us to connect more, or is it separating us because it feels like too much sometimes?
I think it really just depends on your ability to handle it and your ability to give it its time and then be able to put it down when you have to put it down. But I also have probably spent most of my life trying to understand the reason for the message and to understand why somebody may be feeling some way and to ask those questions. My dad is suffering from stage 4 cancer. My dad is in a really tough spot, and my dad has not thought about his cancer once since October. So for somebody to forget about stage 4 cancer in multiple places in their body, send me all the messages you want, Pops. And that's how I look at it.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing that.